So look, how many kids have had 25 wrecks, 30 wrecks? I can name loads. I can name 10 on my hand right now who's had double figures and L plates. Yeah, look, let's see if I can do it. Yeah? Turner. David Turner. 42 years. He got 48. He got 48 years off the judge and got 6 knocked off on appeal. So now he's doing 42. You've got Mark Richardson doing a 28-year recommendation life sentence. You've got Scott Walker, who's innocent, but he's doing an 18-year sentence. Life sentence. Dennis Gilboy, lifed off. Let me think of more, because more. I don't know why I'm forgetting them. You're on it because 100 of them, basically. Yeah, let's go back to the rats that's just been lifed off recently. Yeah, look at Willie Moore. That's not recently though, but he's doing a 35 rec. Just had to get that in there. The point I'm making is, right, there's just too many young kids that are getting caught up. Most of them are being influenced by their elders. They start off doing a little bit of minding, and then once they've earned merits through the mind and being a stash, bringing from stash and stuff like this, they earn merits, they earn trust, and the more trusting they become, the more deeper they get. The more money they start making, the deeper they get. It's not as much as the rest of them, obviously. It's enough to keep him on a leash. It's just enough he'll spend that, so he'll always need, you know, just to keep him on a leash. Max Kahn's asking how big is Kell Brook? In what sense, mate? He's not that tall. Oh, then again. Yeah, I think he is tall, isn't he? Anyway, when I met him, he was just an average size man. Hello from Ireland, says Matty Murphy. Nice to have you in. Love from Australian Docker. Yes, lad. Nice to have you in over there. Where about in Australia you're from? El Quinox. Peter McCormick. Nice one for them, Dunny, brother. Pure weights. Drop beats, not bombs. Boss shout, lad. Hi, 198756. You tall, aren't you? I'm 5'11", mate. When I put my high heels on, I go up to 6'2". Choose a mullet, not a bullet. Big question is red or blue, da? I'm neither, Kenny. Sorry, mate. I don't hate fellow Scousers through football, like the majority of you's, okay? If you're a blue or you're red, it is what it is. I don't care, mate. Dunny's in from Worcester. Greetings from Wrexham, says Mark. Nice to have you in, bro. El Pot, what's up, kid? Real G's from Dingle, says user 372. Ah, yes. Real G's in Dingle. And you're willing to stand by and watch young Sam's family suffer to the highest level you can suffer. But he's a real G's. I'll give you a slap, kid. Hey. Go and give your dad a slap as well for letting you speak like that. Silly little rat. Here we go. I haven't got no ma, mate. My ma's dead. So unfortunately, you haven't seen my ma. Got a dog as a profile picture. Hell. Let's see him. 7 followers. Following at 129. No likes. Tells me everything I need to know about you, lad, doesn't it? Hey, you little pube. You know what I'm saying, Callum Watson? Get over there, you little pube. Go and smoke the fart out of your ma's ass and give your mate a blow back with it. 2 of you sit in the corner like a little pair of mongs. Hey, waiting for your next drop like a little Joey. Can you wish Ahmed Happy birthday. Sure can, AK. Ahmed, hope you well, brother. Happy birthday, mate. You ever go to Leeds, Darren? To be honest with you, Andrew Collins, I've been looking for somewhere to live. And when I'm looking for a flat or an apartment, there was one in Leeds, LS2. Now, I've rang the fella. He's saying he's going to accept universal credit. I said, sound, I want the flat, I'll be there. Can you give me a deposit now? Because I've got lots of people looking at it. I said, no, on Friday. But he was a decent kid. I was on WhatsApp with the fella. And I understood he was a businessman. I just said, you know what, mate? If you get another one, give us a shout. You can't have someone there casing you. And he went, thanks, bang. And then someone moved in it. So I'm looking. I can't remain in these sort of conditions when I've got a little daughter on the way, can I? You know, it's important to me to spend as much time as I can with my beautiful little daughter before whatever happens. She needs to know who her father is. Do you understand what I'm saying? Charlie04, how are you? Yes, Billy Richo, thank you, mate. You need to get a job, mate. I'm working right now, JT. I know it's not your style of work, mate. I know you hate on that. But when I go on my YouTube and I'm discussing murders that have not been solved, that's me working. When I'm not on YouTube and I'm researching about these murders, that's me working. It's a different line of work than yours, kid. I don't know what you do. I'm not really asked. I'm not even going to ask you what you do like you're asking me. But I've been working consistently non-stop since I've been out of custody, mate. I went into a full-time job, held that down for 6 months till everyone got laid off. And that was it, mate. Since that, I've been shot at a couple of times. I've had to move. I've had all my possessions burnt. You know, it is what it is, mate. Why? Because I'm working hard on a message. What's the message? Choose a life, not a knife. And unfortunately for them, they started attacking me when they didn't like what I was doing. Unfortunately for them, they started getting named and shamed. Unfortunately for them, they can't handle it. And unfortunately for them, they can't handle this. So when I'm here screaming names, they can't handle it. But don't think I'm screaming names of respectable individuals here, people. No, don't get it twisted. There is more people on the right side of the fence than the wrong side of the fence. And I'm with you people now. I'm on the right side of the fence, exposing the wrong side of the fence. Whether you like it or not, you can call me a snitch. What you are basically doing, you stupid, silly, horrible gangbangers that are running around your estates, killing your mates from 10 years ago. You're basically doing the government's job. You're killing a breed. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're like a litter of dogs. Why do you want to start killing each other? So this is what yous behave like. You've just had 2 pit bulls, had a litter each. All these pit bulls are mixing with each other. Everything's fine. They're all playing. Then someone touches his dinner and he's fighting. All the gang dogs haven't got a clue what you're doing. You're killing your own people. Yeah, you're going down there shooting a drug dealer dead. But he's a Scouser. Nice one for that, lad. The Scousers, can you not understand what they're doing to our city? Use gang of rats. Can you not understand what you're doing? You will do. You will do one day. Cause nice one for that. Because in that life, mate, in that life, you've seen what's happening in that life these days, haven't you? Sit back a minute, mate. How many kids do you know is being shot dead or stabbed up or cut up or houses being kicked in? How many? Too many, isn't it? You know what you're doing, mate? You're absolutely ruining your life. You're ruining your life. When you're getting on that bike and you're going down there to do that drop, you're risking 5 years prison every time you do it. How much are you on, lad? How much are you making a week? If you're on the streets peddling bits, You're making 5 ton a week, £1,000 a week, aren't you? So you could be smashing it all months, lad. You could be having months, £1,000 a week, £1,000 a week. Get used to it. One day, get gone. Go and do a 5 in the shovel. And when you're doing your 5, that kid that you've been running around with, selling his trim, letting him use you, letting him abuse you, doesn't send nothing into you. You don't get a visit. He can't go near you because you've been nicked, and you'll bring him on top. He doesn't want to come on top. That's the excuses they use. So what's that? Why are you letting yourself be abused by these rats? Why are you being a Joey, running left, right and centre for a minimum wage? Because that's what you're on, minimum wage. You might as well go and work on Asda. Do you understand what I'm saying, kid? Get some longevity in your career. Drug dealing's not a career. What are you going to do? Save up and buy a business like the rest of them and then just get it took off you? Because that's what happens these days. I can't wait until the police go into the city of Liverpool. I'd say about... Normally this time of year, it's like, I'd say 15 days before Christmas. Every year, a week, 2 weeks before the Christmas day, they go through Liverpool and just take doors off. And I can't wait to see who they take out. Because I know who they're going to target. Are you on it? And I can't wait for them to be targeted, these fighters. You see all these MMA fighters from that gym who's been sucking the balls off Daniel Kinahan, thinking he's the best man in the world. Don't think they're getting away with that for nothing. They're all a gang of steroid abusing, horrible little bully everyone around their areas, especially that Paul Kelly and his family. Dirty, dying family of dealing scumbags. Your Darren Tills. All these little horrible rats. Watch when you get nicked. And what will you say? Darren G's been screaming that for years. He's been saying that for years. It is what it is. Darren Till's been nothing but dealing life. And I'll tell you that straight now with no lies. Do you think MMA fighters can fly around in these boss cars and have these big boss houses and all this? They're floating around the city 5 years ago as an MMA fighter. In all the best cars, like they're making money out of MMA. It's only a matter of time, people, trust me. It is only a matter of time before these names you have heard me speaking about get arrested and get put in custody over encroach. The reason they haven't been nicked yet because it's such a massive organisation which has got a title of the Liverpool Mafia running around it. So the police aren't just going to go in and take a little Paul Kelly. You know, he's not on the top table. Paul Kelly's that pushes the chair in and pulls the chair out for next man. Do you understand? He's lower level, like Darren Till, lower level. Do you understand what I'm saying? Used and abused to launder money. That's all they are. They're used and abused to launder money on the back of the name. That's it. Now, they're not going to agree with it, obviously. But trust me, I've had my ears to the ground for years on that group, on that firm, on Team Coben. I was in jail speaking to people about it, and they were telling me all about it. Everything. Do you know when you finally do get in that gym, you're like just a gang of bullying rats. And when you speak about Colin Errand, who's always been in the background, no one's ever spoke about Colin Errand the way I do. No one's ever brought him out of the shadows the way I did a couple of years ago. Trust me, he's smack bang in the middle of conspiracies for drugs. Colin Errand. Trust me. And that's the Team Coben gym. And any other gym in Liverpool or surrounding areas where MTK came in. You know the gyms I'm talking about, people, don't you? You know the gyms I'm talking about, don't you? MTK Global came in and refurbished that gym. They're all involved in it, trust me. AK post 3, Darren Till is a good guy. Yeah, because you don't know him properly. I've met him once, and he knew who I was, and he knew it would go off, because I never looked away from him when he stared at me. I've told you this before, and as little grafter that's on his toes now over the Encro chat, once they get him, that's circles. And don't think the police aren't looking for him. Some little horrible punter who thinks he's good. Trust me, it's all over for them. And I can't wait. I can't wait. Why? Because you've got dirty dime dealers in positions of iconic status. They float around the city like they're not killing kids by the dealing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you know how many MMA fighters deal? Do you? Do you know how many MMA fighters are involved in blackmail and putting pressure and intimidation? There's fucking loads, mate. Let's look at this Scott. Let's just see what this Scott's saying. So we've got Brody, Scott, backing Darren Till up. Simple as that. Get out of here, you little height and mush. Get up there. Darren Till is a nice guy. Just did what he has to do to get to where he is. He has people pushing him. Yeah. Only pops in when he feels like it's safe and he's not going to be arrested. There's reasons why he's out the country more than in the country these days, brother. Trust me, because he's sweating on it. He knows exactly what's coming. He's a nothing but a horrible sniffer. It's what he is. That's why he's got no career left. He doesn't represent Liverpool in the UFC. The only reason he's still on contract with him is because of his connections with crime. That's it. So don't get it twisted, mate. You can come in here and speak about them all you want. I know what they're about, and that's why I've been screaming about them for years. You can't run around our city like you own it. Especially when you're a dirty dealer. And it's not hating. As if they're not doing the damage, but they're sitting there loved by everyone. You got exposed because you're a part of the Kinniton cartel. That's why Darren Till's been getting spoke about. That's why Team Colburn's been getting spoke about. No other reason other than the affiliation to the Kinniton cartel. And when you're seeing photos of Darren Till, Daniel Kinniton and Dubai, do you need any more proof? Do you? You don't, do you? So go and give your heads a wobble, people. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's all about the Kinniton cartel, why these names got pulled out of the woodwork. I didn't just start targeting them. I didn't just start getting on them. Soon as I was doing my research and understood that these were involved with the Kinniton cartel, I started telling you 3 years ago. Before any Panorama documentary. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it is what it is, mate. Darren Till is nothing but a dirty dime dealer that affiliates himself to an organised crime group that has ran through Ireland and destroyed the communities, ran through Manchester, ran through Liverpool and half of the country, destroying communities and shooting people dead if they didn't play ball. And that's it. Your Paul Kellys, your Colin Heron and Till, they're all affiliates to the organised crime group, the Kinniton cartel. Full stop. What you've got, let me tell you this right now, right? And it'll be proven eventually, but let me tell you what goes on with these big superstars that you hear of. Yeah? Look at Darren Till. He's a superstar, isn't he? How did he become a superstar when he hasn't won a title, gets injured, gets beat. Why is he still there? Why is he still involved in that? What do you think it is? Right, so when you've got Conor McGregor, was it his affiliation to the Kinniton cartel for the last decade? You know, he was running around Liverpool partying with the Lamb and other lieutenants of the Kinniton cartel. And then you've got Tyson Fury. And then you've got Darren Till. And that's just 3 people that have been used by the Kinnington cartel to launder vast amounts of cash. Simple as that. You know, when you're hearing about these £billion fights, the only reason he done that was because the finances that was getting given to him by the Kinnington cartel. Money laundering on a mass scale. And when you're getting... Let's just get rid of him. And when you're getting Problem, you know, Problem, the promotion, the fight promotion, its first ever event was a massive money laundering operation right before your eyes. And don't think for 1 minute this is not Kinnington cartels and gaff. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't think for 1 minute Problem is not linked to the Kinnington cartel. It'll all come out soon, people. It'll all come out soon.